Hello student. Uh, Today we are going to see this sex determination from the human skeleton. It remains the bones is the skull, the pelvis and the sternum. Basically, the sex determination of human skeleton is the pelvis is the most accurate part of the skeleton for sex determination. And there are a number of morphological differences between males and females. If you look at this angle here beneath the pubic bone, we will see it's much narrower in males than it is in the females. There are a number of other individual features because these pelvic girdles and pectoral girdles are large than males, and the female is a large. Because of this, female is giving the birth of the child. So this is the one of the accurate part of the human skeleton for the sex determination. As humans, we have three basic social groups. These groups are the Caucasoid, the Mongonoid, and the Negroid. With the addition of interbreeding, many other subgroups can be found. Each group possesses unique skeletal, the characteristics which allow us to raise the remains of person. In addition to race, we can also estimate the age, the stature and the sex. The using bones for identification, the in general description and confirmation of the human origins of the material, the estimation and segregation of the minimum number of individuals is, and the determination of sex, and the determination of sex and the determination of sex and the estimation of age, estimation of stature. The determination of sex is the SRY gene, that is blue band on the male Y chromosome, and it regulates the sex determination in mammals. In placental mammals, the presence of a Y chromosome determines sex. Normally, cells from females contain two X chromosomes, and cells from males contain an X and Y chromosome. So, how is this sex determined? Thus, the male mammals typically have an X and Y chromosome, that is XY, while female mammals typically have two X chromosomes, XX. The chromosomal sex is determined at the time of fertilization, and a chromosome from the sperm cell, either X or Y, fuses with the X chromosome in the egg cell. So you can see, observe this introduction of the skeleton is an excellent material in living and non-living population for genetic, anthropological, odontology and forensic investigation. The skull and bones features vary from male to female, and differentiation is usually based on the male features that are typically more pronounced and marked than the female features. The human skeleton consists of both fused and individual bone. Fused bones. The fused bones include those of the pelvis and the cranium. At birth, a newborn baby has approximately 300 bones, whereas on average an adult, the human has 206 bones. The difference comes from a number of small bones that fuse together during the growth, such as the sacrum, coccyx and vertebral column. These three bones is important for the human skeleton. So you can see this determination of sex by the examination of the skeleton. is based upon the appearances of pelvis, that is innominate sacrum, skull, that is cranium and mandible, long bones, humerus and femur, sternum, the scapula, metacarpal bones. Krogman ranks accuracy of sex determination using the pelvis at 95%, the skull at 95%, the pelvis and skull at 98%, and long bones at 80%. So this is the ratio for their Krogman ranks accuracy for the sex determination. On the basis of this sex determination, we recognize the differences between the male and female. The sexual dimorphism is differences between men and women include all the features related to reproductive role, notably the endocrine hormonal systems and their physical, psychological and behavioral effects. The hormonally, it controls the evident in adults, not children. The sex hormone increase around time of puberty, leading to secondary sexual characteristics, and it varies within a population and between the population. The sexual dimorphism, that is basic principles. The evolution of sexual dimorphism in skeleton is generally based on two factors, that is size differences and the function and related differences between male and female. The size of the male usually तुम्ही जर बघितलं तर मेलची साईज युजली लार्जर and childbirth unique female pelvic characteristics, the robusticity and the muscularity usually more evident in the males. The determination of sex is based on two morphological approaches. The morphological based on shape, adult male and females differ in both general size and shape, and this variation is reflected in the skeletal anatomy. The osteometric, it is based on bone dimensions, males longer or larger than the females. So you can see the skull is a bony structure which is serve as a general framework for the head. The skull supports the structures of the face and protects the head against the injury. The skull is important with their major organs of the eyes, ear, the teeth. The skull can be subdivided into two parts, cranium and mandible, and it is one of the bone structure that forms the head in invertebrates. It supports the structure of the face and provides a protective cavity for the brain. In human, these two parts are the neurocranium and the viscerocranium bones.